amazing. This is what we call undeclared silent emergency.
Right, but Mr. Mondal, Press Information Bureau has said the claim is fake and also saying no such RTI response has been given.
The person should be arrested, then Amit Malviya should be immediately arrested. You just answer me whether I'm wrong or right. If I take your logic, that if apparently, forget about whether he's right or wrong. Apparently, I'm taking for spreading false information, Mr. Gokhale was arrested. According to same logic, Mr. Malviya should be permanently in jail. Should the Bengal government do this? What are you saying? Oh, they are opposition parties. They will criticize you. Nothing has happened after his tweet, let me tell you. Because of the tweet, nothing has happened. No law and order situation. In fact, let me. I was on TV debating on this issue. We did not say that we are going to politicize the issue. On your channel, with Arnav, I said specifically on behalf of my party that we have a stated position that we are not going to play politics on this disaster. We see that this is a disaster. But you meaning the BJP, they have been doing the same thing for the opposition state, especially for Bengal, even during the COVID time.
Professor Mondal, hold on for a second. We are also being joined by BJP's Manjunath Singh Sirsa joining us. Mr. Mondal, hold on for a second. We have tracked and confronted Saket Gokhale, and he is making counter allegations right now, even though the PIB has checked and a fact check said that the claim is fake. Your first reaction, Mr. Sirsa?
No, but that is very true that this claim was fake, and that is the reason that Mr. Gokhale has been detained. And I do not know why somebody will try to tweet this kind of information which is not true, and that too against the Prime Minister. And if it is so, then you should always be ready to face the consequences. If you want to be that big political leader that you can say whatever you feel like saying. India is a democratic country, but doesn't mean you can lie about anything, you can do anything, whatever you want. And if you do so, then you have to face the music also, then you have to face the law also. And there is nothing wrong in this. Mr. Gokhale has done something which needs to be seriously taken care of.
Right. Professor Mondal, you want to reply to Mr. Sirsa?
So by the same logic, Mr. Sirsa, Mr. Malviya should be arrested for spreading false information during the COVID time. Why did you make hue and cry?
What information you feel? What information
you didn't hear me saying that he said that Bengal government is hiding the cases because they have 1 lakh cases. Did he say this?
Mm-hmm.
Did he tweet this? So he should be behind bars. And you're forgetting how the doctored videos he spread after the election showing that these are riots happening in Bengal, whether the video is actually from Bangladesh. Should he be arrested? Should he be arrested for saying this?
Gentlemen,
what if, sir? If I take your logic that if somebody is caught up for spreading,
yes, I'm telling you.
You are
Let me answer to
you are panic. We are protesting. We are raising your question. I'm buying your logic, sir. I'm buying your logic.
Okay.
If somebody is spreading false information, he should be behind bars. Then Mr. Amit Malviya should be permanently behind bars.
Everybody who is spreading a false information,
but
you do not have any concrete evidence that he did so. The video which he shared was from Bengal.
How old are you, sir? I don't want to get personal. How old are you?
Everybody is aware of the fact.
I debated with Mr. Malviya on this particular issue. He said 1 lakh cases. I debated with him on TV. And you are saying that he did not say this.
Oh, my God, why are you shouting, my dear friend? My dear friend, don't shout. Please let me complete it. Please.
No, I'm raising my legitimate voice, sir. I'm not shouting because you are lying on TV. I don't want to use the word lying. You are lying on TV,
like the way Mamta Banerjee shout, you also shout.
Yeah, so now you can say anything about Mamta Banerjee. Now you can say anything about the elected chief minister of this country. You can say anything about the woman chief minister of this country.
Because you have no logical answer to my question.
Against you. You can say anything. No. I am buying your logic. Why are you denying that Mr. Malviya said? First, you have the audacity to say that Malviya has misinformed. spread malicious information about Bengal during COVID times. Even after the election, he spread fake videos about riots which were happening in some other country. And then, if I buy your logic that because of quote-unquote spreading false information, somebody should be behind bars, Mr. Malviya should be behind bars or not? Just answer this question. You are saying that no, I
what you want to say? So you want to say that Mr. Gokhale should not be arrested because he has all right to spread the false information. That's what you want to say?
So I'm asking you the same question. I'm asking you the same question. If Malviya was, if Malviya is not in jail, why Mr. Gokhale in jail?
Like a Bengal. The entire nation.
Oh, really? Yes, you should learn from Bengal. The entire nation doesn't act like Bengal. You should learn from it. We did not arrest this person. We did not arrest, even we did not arrest you. You are also trying to communalize a particular issue in Bengal. Don't forget that, Mr. Sisha, I debated with you. Yes. Yes, during that police searching, you tried to communalize. You tried to communalize, and you have been trounced by the Sikh brothers of Bengal. Don't forget that. I debated with you.
Then why were you?
All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much. You both have made your points very clear. Thank you, Professor Mandal of the TMC and Manjinder Singh Sirsa of the BJP for joining us. Also, we had a reaction coming in from Mamta Banerjee. Let's play that out for our viewers.
It's very bad. It's very bad and sad. Shakla is a very important and bright man, and for social network he is very popular also, and he has done no mistake. उन्होंने उसका कार्डियक अरेस्ट हुआ था, उसको तबीयत अच्छा नहीं था, बहुत संभाल के जिंदगी बचाया. उसका बाद देखो कालो जयपुर में आ रहा था, इधर से लेके रात 2 बजे अहमदाबाद में उसका पुलिस, गुजरात का पुलिस अहमदाबाद में लेके गया. क्यों? उन्होंने एक ट्वीट किया प्राइम मिनिस्टर के खिलाफ में. तो हमारा खिलाफ में तो कितना ट्वीट होता है. हाँ, साइबर क्राइम को जरूर देखना चाहिए. ऐसा कोई नहीं होना चाहिए जिसमें जो देश का खतरा होता है और पर्सनल अटैक होता है. लेकिन मलबी भी इस जब तोड़ गया, ये तो बहुत बड़ा कांड था, और इसी के लिए वो एक न्यूज़ कोट किया था. इसी के लिए वी आर रियली सॉरी फॉर दिस विंडिक्टिव एटीट्यूड. आई कंडेम्ड.
Full information on this, but I'm sure that the police, Gujarat police, have worked according to the Information Technology Act, and they have there must be a valid reason for the arrest, and the law will continue to take its own course.
So TMC leaders are stating about the timing when the election of the second phase has gone, and what the exit polls are suggesting. After that, these steps have been taken. They're questioning the timing. What do you have to say about it?
As you know, currently the whole administration of Gujarat is under the Election Commission, and I think this question should be asked to the Election Commission officials.
Saket, why have you been tweet that you had sent out?
I have.
Do you
agree
to
what
the charges are on you?
The irony of the situation is that my tweet was about Morbi. I have been arrested, and the owners of Oreva company have not been arrested yet. That just shows the priority.
But that was a fake tweet. The ID fact checker said that
for misleading information.
Was it true that you were actually peddling fake
That
news?
is for the judiciary to decide.
Sir, but you have one thing is more sure that it was Morbi. You are trying to fake. You are trying to post a fake news.
All these information, especially at a sensitive time like Morbi.
Saket,
why have you
The tweet that you had sent out,
I have.
said that it was fake news.
Do you agree to what the charges are on you?
The irony of the situation is that my tweet was about Morbi. I have been arrested, and the owners of Oreva company have not been arrested yet. That just shows the priority.
That was a fake tweet. The ID fact checker said that
for misleading information.
Was it true that you were actually peddling fake
That
news?
is for the judiciary to decide.
Sir, but you have
one thing is more sure that it was Morbi. You are trying to fake. You are trying to post a fake news.
all these information, especially at a sensitive time like Morbi.
Republic having confronted Saket Gokhale, who's claiming innocent. Meanwhile, the TMC also defending him in full swing, saying that because he targeted Prime Minister Modi and the BJP. So this is the result of what has happened with him. This despite PIB making it very clear that that tweet was fake. We have been getting you back-to-back reactions on this, and that full frontal confrontation with Saket Gokhale, that sequence that Republic got you. We are on the top of the story. We'll keep you updated. For the moment, a quick check of the other big stories we are tracking. CPIM General Secretary Sitaram Yechury on Monday questioned the credibility of the One Earth, One Family theme of India's G20 presidency, claiming the alarming levels of communal polarization destroying the foundations of the declaration, quote unquote, announced by the Prime Minister. Republic accessed the court order copy directing the framing of charges against Tahir Hussain in the case relating to the 2020 Delhi riots, which states that there was a conspiracy to target Hindus. While delivering this decision, the court said that all accused, including former councillor Tahir Hussain, were involved in targeting Hindus and their properties. Security was beefed up in Mathura in Uttar Pradesh following the Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha's call for reciting Hanuman Chalisa inside Shahi Masjid Eidgah, with the district police chief asserting that no new tradition or ritual would be allowed. Soon after the Delhi court allowed the framing of charges against Tahir Hussain and the others, Congress played down the bid to target Hindus, which was noted in the court order. Congress leader Rashid Alvi said they are criminals. There is no need to turn the case in terms of Hindus and Muslims. Unfortunately, it is the BJP-led central government who is responsible for what happened in Delhi.
No Hindu, no Muslim. They are criminals. Why do you say that he is a Muslim and he is a Hindu? For last 8 years it is happening in this country that Hindus have done this, Muslims have done this. They are criminals. Law should take its own course. They should be punished, whoever one is. But unfortunately, this government, Bharatiya Janata Party government, they are responsible for everything, whatever had happened here in Delhi.
Trinamool Congress has claimed that the Gujarat police arrested its spokesperson Saket Gokhale due to political vendetta. In a tweet, Derek O'Brien said that Gokhale was arrested over a quote-unquote cooked-up case. After Lashkar affiliate TRF issued a hit list and released the names of Kashmiri Pundits who are on their radar, Pundits in the Valley wrote a letter to school officials refusing to attend schools as they are gripped in fear, further staging a protest. Union Home Secretary Ajay Kumar Bhalla chaired a high-level security review meeting on Jammu and Kashmir. The meeting was held in MHA in a hybrid mode with senior officials in the ministry, joining it in the presence of Director Intelligence Bureau Tapan Deka and National Investigation Agency Director General Dinkar Gupta, among others. In a shocking video that came to light from Karnataka's Bengaluru of a horrific murder that was caught on tape, a group of 6, in which 3 were women, attacked and murdered a 26-year-old at KP Agrahara in Bengaluru at 12:30 in the night. This video is reported to have been from the 4th of December, and 3 special teams were formed to nab the accused. World Bank revised its GDP growth forecast for India to 6.9% from 2022-23 from 6.5% earlier. World Bank's India Development Update said India is affected by spillovers from the US and China. Delhi High Court ruled that the mother has the final say in cases of fetal abnormalities during pregnancy, and she must consider the possibility of a dignified life for the unborn child. The court was hearing a request for a medical abortion from a 26-year-old woman who is 33 weeks pregnant. We are slipping into a very short commercial break. Our focus is on the tension that is simmering in Mathura. Heavy security has been deployed in the city. Also, Kashmiri Pundits continue to protest over Lashkar hit list. Demand is growing for relocation out of the valley.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 10 years, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha, V.K. Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in national capital at BJP headquarters. That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting votes, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state. Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha, V.K. Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in national capital at BJP headquarters.
Are holding protest against Farooq Abdullah here in Jammu, and they are saying that the statement of Farooq Abdullah that has come forth has hurt the sentiment of entire nationalist voices. These are the visuals of the Farooq Abdullah statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protest here in Jammu, demanding that they want there should be an action against the Farooq Abdullah. किस तरह से स्टेटमेंट हर्ट किया है सेंटिमेंट?
देखिए, इस फारूक अब्दुल्ला ने आर्मी के खिलाफ स्टेटमेंट देके भारतीय सेना को बदनाम करने की कोशिश और विश्व पटल के अंदर देश की छवि को खराब करने का काम किया है, जिसको कतई बर्दाश्त नहीं किया जाएगा। हम एनसी के अध्यक्ष से यह मांग करते हैं कि जल्द से जल्द इस स्टेटमेंट के ऊपर माफी मांगे, अन्यथा एनसी की हम ईंट से ईंट बजाने का काम जो है वो इस प्रदेश के अंदर करेंगे।
इससे पहले भी फारूक अब्दुल्ला जो है सेना पर सवाल उठा चुके हैं।
देखिए, फारूक अब्दुल्ला सुर्खियों में रहने के लिए और केवल सस्ते टीआरपी पाने के लिए इस प्रकार की स्टेटमेंट देते हैं, जिनको कतई बर्दाश्त नहीं किया जाएगा। यह देशद्रोही स्टेटमेंट है। 27 साल के बाद फारूक अब्दुल्ला को याद आता है कि आर्मी ने इस प्रकार से किया था। उस समय सरकार किसकी बनी? फारूक अब्दुल्ला की। कैसे बन गई? वोटिंग नहीं हुई तो सरकार कैसे बनी? और मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ फारूक अब्दुल्ला से कि उस समय क्यों नहीं जुबान खुली आपकी? 27 साल के बाद क्यों खुली? ये सीधी सीधी सस्ती टीआरपी पाने के लिए और देश को विश्व पटल पे बदनाम करने की कोशिश जो है वो की जा रही है।
राजनीतिक तौर पे कमजोर है फारूक अब्दुल्ला, इसलिए इस तरह की स्टेटमेंट्स दे रहे हैं।
देखिए, राजनीतिक तौर पर फारूक अब्दुल्ला की छवि जो है वो धूमिल होती गई है। उसकी पार्टी का वजूद जो है वो प्रदेश के अंदर खत्म होता जा रहा है। केवल इस प्रकार की स्टेटमेंटें देखकर वो फिर से वापसी करना चाहते हैं, कश्मीर के लोगों को खुश करना चाहते हैं और अपनी वोट बैंक की राजनीति को बढ़ाना चाहते हैं।
Stepping into a short commercial break, on the other side, the big revelation in the Delhi riots case, as the court has said in its order that all the accused indulged in targeting Hindus. Also, tension simmers in Uttar Pradesh's Mathura. Heavy security has been deployed across the city.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना, कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 10 years, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a rope show.
The Samajwadi Party has complained and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state. Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in national capital at BJP headquarters. That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a rope show.
The Samajwadi Party has complained and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state. Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament.
And cutting across to breaking news coming in, this is the first reaction coming in from Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan on the Vizhinjam port protests, where he has said that the protesters are not reflecting the common stand of the Latin diocese, and we suspect external forces are running this protest. The government is committed to resolving all the local crises and apprehensions of the people. Cutting across to my colleague Ashwin, who is getting us more on the same. Ashwin, how do you read into this statement?
Well, very powerful statement that has been given by the Chief Minister of Kerala as he was addressing the adjournment motion which was brought in by the MLA M. Vincent of the Congress party. So it was a 2-hour session that various parties did raise their concerns about the fishermen's plight. But what has come out of this entire session is that Pinarayi Vijayan, Chief Minister, has spoken very critically about the entire protest and the manner in which this protest has gone about. He went on to say that whatever the protesters are showing does not reflect the common ground of that of the Latin Catholic Diocese, thereby clearly dissecting the stance of the Latin Catholic Diocese and the protesters and completely alienating the protesters. Second, he has gone forward to say there has been unruly behavior by the protesters and also given incriminating details about the kind of violence that has taken place, the kind of damages that have taken place. He has went on to say that 5 police vehicles were destroyed, some of the police drones were destroyed, 54 policemen were injured by the attackers. There has been grave violations. 3-4 times there has been lock of the port has completely been destroyed. Some of the halogen lamp, all this has been destroyed by the protesters, and he has stated that the protesters cannot carry on with this manner and that they need to stop it and listen to the demands of the people, as the people itself are not in support of the protesters as well. So we'll be giving you all more details about what Pinarayi Vijayan, the Chief Minister of Kerala, has spoken. Stay tuned to Republic TV. We'll be back after a short break.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state. Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a 2-day strategy meet is underway here in national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims
the death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in National Capital at BJP headquarters.
Viewers, a very good afternoon. You're watching Republic TV, India's #1 news channel. This Tuesday afternoon, I am Shivangi Shukla. A lot of developments happening today. But first, before we go to those developments on today's top stories, let's have a look at the top headlines we're tracking right now at 4 p.m. Saket Gokhale allegedly arrested over fake tweet. Republic tracks and confronts a TMC spokesperson. TMC, in fact, Saket Gokhale remains defiant, says I am arrested, but what about the Morbi orders? Big revelation in Delhi riots case. Court order says accused targeted Hindus. Tension simmer in UP's Mathura security beefed up following Chalisa call. India takes global lead, but politics over G20 continues. CPIM questions G20 theme. Farooq Abdullah faces heat for army insults, says massive protests right now erupt in the valley after the comment by Farooq Abdullah. Viewers, let's start with the first story. That is the Delhi riots of 2020. Visuals of that on your screen, where we saw a lot of stone pelting, and we saw on the streets how the harmony was completely destabilized. The Delhi court has framed charges. They said that they have to frame charges now, and against former Aam Aadmi Party councillor Tahir Hussain. Charges will be framed against him because his role in disturbing the harmony, in targeting Hindus is extremely clear right now. That is coming out. In fact, there are others as well. Liaquat Ali is one of them whose name has come out as well. Now the Congress has waded into the controversy. The Congress going ahead, very shocking viewers, the Congress going ahead and backing Tahir Hussain, even though the Delhi court has made it very clear that there was a big involvement of Tahir Hussain in the anti-Hindu riots in Delhi 2020. That's what the Delhi court has said. Congress going ahead and backing Tahir Hussain. Now, Tahir Hussain has been excommunicated from the Aam Aadmi Party, but my colleague Tanisha has spoken to the Congress, and they are clearly making comments which back Tahir Hussain. Very shocking comment coming in from the Congress. Let's play that out for our viewers.
There is no Hindu, no Muslim. They are criminals. Why do you say that he is a Muslim and he is a Hindu? For last 8 years it is happening in this country. That Hindus have done this, Muslims have done this. They are criminals. Law should take its own course. They should be punished, whoever one is. But unfortunately, this government, Bharatiya Janata Party government, they are responsible for everything, whatever had happened here in Delhi. Police.
But so it is the court today telling that it was the AAP leader Tahir Hussain who was accused in this riot, who also targeted the cops, and he has charged, the court has actually charged all the accused of targeting the Hindus.
What I say that his name may be a Muslim name, but if he has done anything, he is a criminal and he should be punished. Whether one is Muslim or one is Hindu. And you remember, one, I don't know the name exactly, one Mr. Mishra, he was involved in this communal, right? And one judge of the High Court has asked that FIR should be lodged against him. No FIR was lodged. Earlier he was MLA from Aam Party. He has joined BJP. High Court judge was transferred. Delhi High Court judge. And that person, he was given security, Y category or Z category security was given to him. It is the attitude and it is the character of Bharatiya Janata Party government.
All right, viewers, so we heard the reaction from the Congress, but you know what is very interesting is that the Congress is backing Tahir Hussain. Tahir Hussain is not the only one, there are many others. There's Gulfam Shah Alam, Rashid Saifi as well. Many other unknown people were involved in targeting Hindus and their properties. Now, this is the exact quote by the Delhi court right now when it comes to the Delhi 2020 riots. The BJP has reacted. The BJP has also gone ahead and reacted on this story as the Congress is now accusing the BJP of playing politics when it comes to such a serious case as the Delhi 2020 riots. Let's play out that soundbite by the BJP spokespersons and the BJP leaders on this big story.
साबित हो गया है फिर से एक बार कि दिल्ली के दंगे ये सहयोग नहीं, ये वोट बैंक का सबसे घिनौना उद्योग था। ये स्पॉन्टेनियस नहीं स्पॉन्सर्ड था, ऑर्गेनिक नहीं ऑर्गेनाइज था, और इसके पीछे मास्टरमाइंड ताहिर हुसैन था और क्लियर कट ऑब्जेक्टिव था कि हिंदुओं को टारगेट किया जाए। जिस प्रकार से अंकित शर्मा की भी हत्या की गई, परंतु ताहिर हुसैन के बचाव में एक पूरी इकोसिस्टम खड़ी हो गई और उसमें आम आदमी पार्टी के लोगों ने, खासकर अमानतुल्लाह खान जैसे लोगों ने केजरीवाल जी के इशारे पर यह कहा कि ताहिर हुसैन को प्रताड़ित किया जा रहा है क्योंकि वो मुसलमान है। आज आम आदमी पार्टी को सार्वजनिक रूप से माफी मांगनी चाहिए कि वो दंगाइयों के साथ खड़े रहे। और एक पूरी लॉबी इस्लामोफोबिया के नाम पर भी जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने इस दंगों को प्रस्तुत किया, खास करके अंतर्राष्ट्रीय पटल पर, आज उस इकोसिस्टम, इस लॉबी को भी माफी मांगनी चाहिए क्योंकि जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने झूठ और दुष्प्रचार किया, आज वो पूरा का पूरा ध्वस्त हो चुका है।
आम आदमी पार्टी आज बिल्कुल एक्सपोज नहीं हुई, बल्कि ये भी स्पष्ट हो गया कि आम आदमी पार्टी देशद्रोहियों के साथ, आतंकियों का साथ दे रही है। यह भी स्पष्ट हो गया कि अरविंद केजरीवाल, जो कल तक सत्येंद्र जैन को भारत रत्न देने की बातें करता था, ताहिर हुसैन को एक इनोसेंट बताता था और यह तक कह दे रहे थे आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग कि ये एक बेचारा है, ये इसके साथ इनोसेंट है और इसके साथ इसलिए किया जा रहा है क्योंकि एक पर्टिकुलर धर्म से है, ऐसा आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग बोल रहे थे। अब ये बड़ा स्पष्ट हो गया कि जो दिल्ली के अंदर कत्लेआम हुआ, देश की राजधानी पे जो कत्लेआम हुआ, जिसके अंदर अंकित शर्मा जैसे लोग जो आईबी के एक ऑफिसर थे, उनका भी कत्ल हुआ, ये सारा प्री प्लान्ड था। ये एक प्री प्लान था कि किस तरह से हिंदू घरों के ऊपर हमला किया जाएगा। उसके लिए सब लोगों को एकत्रित किया गया और वेपन्स एकत्रित किए गए, जो मॉब को किस तरह से उनको ले जाना है, उस सब का प्रबंध किए गए ताहिर हुसैन द्वारा। ये सारी बातें आज कोर्ट के सामने, और कोर्ट ने यह तक कह दिया कि इसके खिलाफ तुरंत
जो है चार्जशीट फाइल की
कम्युनल डिसहार्मनी डिसरप्ट करने की भी बात जो है वो कोर्ट ने कही है। उस वक्त अरविंद केजरीवाल और अमानतुल्लाह खान जैसे लोग हैं वो डिफेंड कर रहे थे ताहिर हुसैन को, आज कुछ बोला नहीं अब तक, क्या कहेंगे आप?
नहीं, देखिए वो एक बहुत ही गंदी राजनीति करते हैं धर्म की, वोटों की तुष्टीकरण की। वो तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति के लिए अरविंद केजरीवाल कुछ भी कर सकता है। तुष्टीकरण के लिए वो पाकिस्तान में जाकर खड़ा होकर भी कह सकता है कि पाकिस्तान से अच्छी जगह कोई नहीं हो सकती, यहाँ के लोग तो बहुत अच्छे हैं और हमारे वाले गंदे हैं। इस घटिया किस्म की राजनीति वो करते हैं और इतनी गंदी राजनीति वो करते हैं, धर्म की राजनीति वो करते हैं। कभी टोपी पहन लेते हैं तो कभी जाकर उनके बीच में बैठकर कहते हैं कि आपको जितना भी मौलानाओं को पैसा चाहिए होगा या मौलवियों को पैसा चाहिए होगा हम देंगे आपको, और हमारे पास पैसे की कमी नहीं है।
All right, viewers, so right now I'm being joined by Piyush Ori. Now, Piyush, the court has said very, very clearly there was a clear objective to harm Hindus in every manner possible. That is what the court has said. But now we are seeing that this has become a political war of words right now. The Congress making it completely communal. Just take us through exactly what the Delhi court has said. It has made very, very important points, Piyush.
So you rightly said, Shivangi, that the court has taken a strict cognizance and it has directed the investigating agencies to now frame charges against Tahir Hussain, who has been accused of orchestrating these riots and trying to harm a particular community. So yes, some very strong words have come from the court that have now directed the investigating agencies to frame the charges. Having said that, from the time the Delhi court has taken a strict stance on this entire matter and hit out very harshly on Tahir Hussain and his associates for particularly targeting the Hindus, the Congress has said that this is one more political witch hunt by the BJP, and rather than trying to speed the matter, rather than trying to punish the culprits in the Delhi riots, they are just trying to delay the matter and they are trying to communalize the issue so that it can help in its political ends. So yes, there is a lot of politics also which is now being played in this entire matter. Having said that, what is more important now is that the court again has taken a strict stance and has asked the investigating agencies to file a charge sheet framing Tahir Hussain. So the most important thing is that now the trouble for Tahir Hussain, who is the main accused in orchestrating Delhi riots, may begin from here on. Back to you in the studio.
Right, Piyush, thank you for joining us with all the details right now. So the court really going ahead and with a strong worded statement saying the entire plot was to harm Hindus. Hindus were being targeted, and the charges against Tahir Hussain will be out very soon as well. Delhi court directing to frame charges against the former Aam Aadmi Party councillor Tahir Hussain. Thank you, Piyush. Thank you, Piyush, for getting us all the details. Let's have a look at this report now, filed by a bureau.
In a chilling CCTV footage that has emerged from Karnataka's Bengaluru, watch now. A man cornered by a group of 6 was brutally thrashed and murdered. 3 women with their faces covered can be seen smashing the head of the 26-year-old. The reports suggest the incident was reported on December 4th in the KP Agrahara area of the city. An argument allegedly broke out between the victim and the accused group members, following which one of the women picked up a stone while the others pinned the victim down. Police have formed 3 special teams in a bid to nab the accused, and the motive behind the gruesome murder remains yet to be ascertained. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Alright viewers, so a new controversy has erupted. TMC spokesperson Saket Gokhale tweeted a tweet which is from the PIB's side, not fact-checked. Now he has been arrested by the Gujarat police and he was confronted by Republic TV's team. Now my colleagues Priyanka and Harsha confronted him. They asked him that what was the tweet all about, because it was not fact-checked. The facts were not correct there. That's what the PIB team has said. And he replied to Republic TV exclusively. Let's play that out for our viewers.
Saket,
why have you
Saket,
been
why have you been
the tweet that you had sent out?
Do you agree what the charges are on you? The irony of the situation is that my tweet was about Morbi. I have been arrested and the owners of Oreva company have not been arrested yet. That just shows the priority.
But that was a fake tweet. PIB fact checker said that
for misleading information.
Was it true that you were actually peddling fake
That is for the judiciary to decide.
Sir, but you have one thing is for sure that it was Morbi. You are trying to fake. You are trying to post
all this information, especially at a sensitive time like Morbi.
So while Gokhale has been brought to Ahmedabad, the crime unit, Mamta Banerjee also gave her reaction. Now, Mamta Banerjee and the TMC, they are saying this is political vendetta. Let's play out that soundbite of the West Bengal Chief Minister.
It's very bad. It's very bad and sad. Shakla is a very important and bright man, and for social network he is very popular also. And he has done no mistake. उन्होंने उसका कार्डियक अरेस्ट हुआ था, उसको तबीयत अच्छा नहीं था, बहुत संभाल के ज़िंदगी बचाया. उसका बाद देखो कालो जयपुर में आ रहा था, इधर से लेके रात 2 बजे अहमदाबाद में उसका पुलिस, गुजरात का पुलिस अहमदाबाद में लेके गया. क्यों? उन्होंने एक ट्वीट किया प्राइम मिनिस्टर के खिलाफ में. तो हमारा खिलाफ में तो कितना ट्वीट होता है. हाँ, साइबर क्राइम को जरूर देखना चाहिए. ऐसा कोई नहीं होना चाहिए जिसमें जो देश का खतरा होता है और पर्सनल अटैक होता है. लेकिन मलबी भी स्टॉप तोड़ गया, ये तो बहुत बड़ा कांड था और इसी के लिए वो एक न्यूज़ कोट किया था. इसी के लिए वी आर रियली सॉरी फॉर दिस विंडिक्टिव एटीट्यूड. आई कंडेम्ड.
Full information on this, but I'm sure that the police, Gujarat police, have worked according to the Information Technology Act, and they have there must be a valid reason for the arrest, and the law will continue to take its own course.
So TMC leaders are stating about the timing when the election of the second phase has gone and what the exit polls are suggesting. After that, these steps have been taken. They're questioning the timing. What do you have to say about it?
As you know, currently the whole administration of Gujarat is under the Election Commission, and I think this question should be asked to the Election Commission officials.
All right, viewers, getting some breaking news coming in right now. There seems to be a development coming at this point of time. Now we know that formerly Saket Gokhale has been arrested by the Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit. Big news coming in, viewers. Saket Gokhale, who had tweeted about the Morbi tragedy, he has been arrested, and the crime branch has been asked for 5 days custody of Saket Gokhale. Crime branch has gone ahead and seeking 5-day custody of Saket Gokhale. That's a big news we're getting for you right now, viewers. Remember, Republic TV had confronted Saket Gokhale, TMC spokesperson, where he said that he has done nothing wrong. TMC also saying that his arrest has been a mistake. But more news coming in. Crime branch is seeking 5-day custody of Saket. The Saket Gokhale confronted by Republic TV saying that I'm arrested, but what about Morbi owners? But right now we're seeing more developments on this story. What we're learning so far is that Saket Gokhale crime branch has asked for 5 days custody of Saket Gokhale. Big news coming in this point of time as well, viewers, where we're getting an update on this story. And I'll also be joined by my colleague very soon. In fact, Harsha is joining us live. Harsha, you confronted Saket Gokhale. Now we're seeing a new development coming right now, Harsha. Saket Gokhale being very defiant when he spoke to you and Priyanka, saying he has done nothing wrong. But right now, crime branch has asked for 5-day custody of Saket Gokhale. Tell us the latest update coming in from Ahmedabad.
Exactly, Shivangi. Right now, the proceedings inside the court is already taking place, but we have got to know that formally a formal arrest has been done of Saket Gokhale, and Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit has asked for 5 days custody of Saket Gokhale, and it is to the judiciary how many days custody will be given of Saket Gokhale to Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit. But the case of forgery and defamation have been put against Saket Gokhale because it's the entire case of TI, the fake news, peddling of fake news and the propaganda which TMC spokesperson Saket Gokhale had put up on Twitter before the first phase of Gujarat election. We have seen how one-on-one the tweet was put up by Saket Gokhale, in which it was mentioned that ₹30 crore was spent on the visit of PM Narendra Modi in Morbi. Now this was entire fake news which PIB fact checker clearly stated on 1st of December. Now this entire propaganda which it was peddled by TMC party, who is not even fighting in Gujarat election, and which prospect the entire propagated and peddled. This entire fake news is to be interrogated by Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit. 5 days custody had been asked by Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit to the judiciary, as the proceeding is already going on. We are waiting outside Crime Branch cell, because any time after the proceeding will be completed in Ahmedabad court, then straight away Saket Gokhale will be brought here to the Crime Branch Unit. He will be kept in custody and the further interrogation will be done. We are also getting to know that Derek O'Brien, who is the TMC leader, he's already on his way from New Delhi to Ahmedabad. He will be coming to Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit here, because since the arrest has been made of Saket Gokhale yesterday from the Jaipur airport, we saw the tweet which was done by Derek O'Brien, where he clearly stated that Saket Gokhale was arrested by Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit, and from that time to till now Saket Gokhale has not been allowed to make any sort of call. Now we have to see that till how many days custody of Saket Gokhale will be given to Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit, because this is a case of forgery and defamation which Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit has clearly stated in their formal arrest of Saket Gokhale. Shivangi, back to you.
Right. All right, Harsha, thank you so much for getting us all the details. My colleague Harsha confronted Saket Gokhale, and the big news coming in right now is that the police is seeking a 5-day custody of TMC spokesperson Saket Gokhale. On that note, today saw a lot of developments news-wise all across the country. Let's play that out and tell all the viewers about it in our national wrap. CPIM General Secretary Sitaram Yechury on Monday questioned the credibility of the One Earth, One Family team of India's G20 presidency, claiming the alarming levels of communal polarization to destroy the foundations of the declaration announced by the Prime Minister. Republic accessed the court order copy directing the framing of charges against former Aam Aadmi Party councillor Tahir Hussain, others in a case relating to the 2020 Delhi riots case, which states that there was a conspiracy to target Hindus. Delivering its decision, the court has said and stated that all accused, including former councillor Tahir Hussain, were involved in the targeting of Hindus and their properties. Security has been beefed up in Mathura, UP, following the Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha call for reciting Hanuman Chalisa inside Shahi Masjid Eidgah, where the district police chief asserting that no new tradition or ritual would be allowed. Soon after, Delhi court allowed the framing of charges against former Aam Aadmi Party leader Tahir Hussain and others. The Congress laid down the bid to target Hindus, which was noted in the court order. Congress leader Rashid Alvi said that they are criminals. There's no need to turn the case in terms of Hindus and Muslims.
There is no Hindu, no Muslim. They are criminals. Why do you say that he is a Muslim and he is a Hindu? For last 8 years it is happening in this country that Hindus have done this, Muslims have done this. They are criminals. Law should take its own course. They should be punished, whoever one is. But unfortunately, this government, Bharatiya Janata Party government, they are responsible for everything, whatever had happened here in Delhi.
DMC has now claimed that the Gujarat police has arrested its spokesperson Saket Gokhale, further terming it a political vendetta. In a tweet, TMC national spokesperson Derek O'Brien said Gokhale was arrested over a cooked-up case. After Lashkar affiliate TRF issued a hit list and released the names of Kashmiri Pundits who are on their radar, the pundits in the valley wrote a letter to school officials refusing to attend school as they are gripped in fear further staging a protest. Union Home Secretary Ajay Kumar Bhalla chaired a high-level security review meeting of Jammu and Kashmir. The meeting was held in Ministry of Home Affairs in hybrid mode, with senior officials in the ministry joining it in the presence of Director Intelligence Bureau, Tapan Deka, and National Investigation Agency Director General Dinkar Gupta, among others present physically. A shocking video that has come to light from Karnataka's Bengaluru, a horrific murder tape has now emerged. A group of 6 in which 3 were women attacked and murdered a 26-year-old KP Agraha in Bengaluru on 12:30 a.m. time. Now the video is reported to have been from the 4th of December, and 3 special teams have been informed to nab the accused. World Bank revised its GDP growth forecast for India to 6.9% from 6.5% earlier. World Bank's India Development Update said India is affected by spillovers from US and China. Delhi High Court has ruled that the mother has the final say in cases of fetal abnormalities during pregnancy. Yes, she must consider also the possibility of a dignified life for the unborn child. The court was hearing a request for a medical abortion from a 26-year-old woman who is 33 weeks pregnant. Viewers, much more coming up on the other side. India takes global lead, but politics over G20 continues now. CPIM questions G20 theme. And Farooq Abdullah faces heat for army insult. Massive protests now erupt in the valley. Stay tuned.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting votes, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a 2-day strategy meet is underway here in National Capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and gathers can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting votes, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP.
We are reporting from the spot where the ID has been recovered by Jammu and Kashmir Police along with Indian Army. The 15 Garhwal troops are still here and they are still carrying the search in the area, although ID has been defused by the joint forces and the threat has been neutralized. Talking about this was a 5 kg ID that was recovered by Jammu and Kashmir Police. The bomb disposal squad had come from JKP. Now has also been confirmed by Kashmir Police Chief that it was a 5 kg ID that now has been defused and the threat on ground has been neutralized. We are seeing the terrorists trying their best to target the security forces because the ID that was planted here is on the main road where the ID was planted, but we are seeing the threat being neutralized by the joint forces.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना, कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha, V.K. Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 50.
You're watching Republic TV and we are showing you live visuals of Derek O'Brien, TMC leader, who has just reached Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit, because it was this very place from where we were reporting, from where Saket Gokhale has been taken to court. We'll show you the visuals. This is Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit and we'll show you that there is, and you can clearly see in the pictures, Derek O'Brien along with his lawyer is standing outside outside DCP office, and these are the exclusive visuals on your screen from on Republic TV. You're watching Derek O'Brien with his lawyer trying to meet and talk to DCP over here of Crime Branch unit, because this is the very place from where Saket Gokhale has been arrested. FIR has been lodged against Saket Gokhale. Several sections of fake propaganda tweets have been lodged against Saket Gokhale on the complaint of a Ahmedabad resident, and from here he has been taken to the court, and these are the visuals. Derek O'Brien now entering the office of DCP to talk to him further on this entire case, was because Saket Gokhale, TMC spokesperson, was arrested yesterday from Jaipur airport and taken here and was brought here to the Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit, from where exactly I am reporting right now, and from here he has been taken to Ahmedabad court, where Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit has sought for a 1 week custody of Saket Gokhale. But yes, the entire protocol, the legal process which Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit had to follow in Jaipur, that was not followed. They directly took Saket Gokhale from Jaipur airport and brought them to Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit. We are reporting right from here. We tried speaking to Saket Gokhale on the entire fake tweet which he had tweeted after the Morbi incident happened, but he didn't respond to any of the tweet. And right now we are showing you the visuals. We are showing you the visuals of Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit along with Derek O'Brien. There is his lawyer and no other TMC leaders present here, as they've got to know that he took 2 o'clock flight straight from Kolkata for Ahmedabad, as he got to know that Saket Gokhale had been arrested by Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit and was going to be produced in Ahmedabad court. So he was brought here. Therefore, Derek O'Brien, apart from going to Delhi, he straight away came to Ahmedabad, and now we are getting exclusive visuals on Republic. We are showing you this is the very place where Derek O'Brien is here, and he is right now meeting DCP here in the Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit, as right now Saket Gokhale is in Ahmedabad court. Judiciary will decide how many days custody or remand of Saket Gokhale will be given to Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit, and further interrogation in this entire case will be done. But several section of IPC has been imposed on Saket Gokhale. These are the visuals, and we are showing you from the Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit where Derek O'Brien is present. And if you talk about the sections of IPC which has been imposed, let me tell you that the sections 465, 469, 471, 501, 505, all these are non-bailable sections under which the FIR has been lodged against Saket Gokhale, the non-bailable offence in which there is in which till 5 years he could be in jail. And these are the visuals. Derek O'Brien has just reached Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit. We are showing you the exclusive visual on Republic screen right now, because we will try to confront and speak to Derek O'Brien. We tried speaking to Derek O'Brien, we tried speaking to Saket Gokhale, but he didn't respond to any of the answers when we asked about the fake tweet, that it was a propaganda. Was he trying to peddle fake news? It was all planned? We are trying to ask him, but he didn't respond to anything. He directly said that judiciary will take its course and judiciary will at last decide that what is right or what is wrong, but I didn't do anything right. And Oreva owners had yet not been arrested, but I have been arrested for this news. It was not a fake tweet. He was again and again saying, but he posted a fake newspaper column clipping on his tweet of Gujarat Samachar, where he stated that 30 crore was spent on the PM visit to Morbi. So these are the pictures on your screen on Republic, as we are showing you the visuals of Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit where Derek O'Brien along with his lawyer is present, because as we are understanding he is here because Saket Gokhale could be in need of lawyer, or further what legal route with TMC leader, will TMC party, what legal route they will take for further course, because Saket Gokhale is right now being produced in the court. He will be taken in remand or custody. That judiciary will decide. But if we talk about Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit, they have asked for a 1-week custody of Saket Gokhale. So this is the entire place will be with the visuals, and these are the visuals from Ahmedabad Crime Branch Unit. Okay. Back to you.
Harsha, I'll just allow you some time so that you can gather more updates of what the crime branch now is doing and what is the next course of action. But for our viewers tuning into the broadcast, let's quickly put this story into perspective. A lot of reactions are coming in. Now, all this is over an alleged tweet, is what the TMC alleges. The TMC has also reacted. So has the Chief Minister of the state of West Bengal, that is Mamta Banerjee. Derek O'Brien right now is at that very spot from where Harsha was reporting for us. So let's quickly play out all these reactions. Also a sequence of Saket Gokhale, the TMC leader now, who has been arrested by the Gujarat police.
Saket,
why have you been detained? The tweet that you had sent out,
do you agree to what the charges are on you? The irony of the situation is that my tweet was about Morbi. I have been arrested and the owners of Oreva company have not been arrested yet. That just shows the priority.
But that was a fake tweet. The ID fact checker said that
for misleading information. Was it true that you were actually peddling fake
news? That is for the judiciary to decide.
Sir, but you have nothing is more sure that it was Morbi. You are trying to fake it. You are trying to post a fake news,
especially at a sensitive time like Morbi.
It's very bad. It's very bad and sad. Gokhale is a very important and bright man, and for social network he is very popular also, and he has done no mistake. उन्होंने उसका कार्डियक अरेस्ट हुआ था, उसको तबीयत अच्छा नहीं था, बहुत संभाल के ज़िंदगी बचाया। उसका बाद देखो कालू जयपुर में आ रहा था, इधर से लेके रात 2 बजे अहमदाबाद में उसका पुलिस, गुजरात का पुलिस अहमदाबाद में लेके गया। क्यों? उन्होंने एक ट्वीट किया प्राइम मिनिस्टर के खिलाफ में। तो हमारा खिलाफ में तो कितना ट्वीट होता है। हाँ, साइबर क्राइम को जरूर देखना चाहिए, ऐसा कोई नहीं होना चाहिए जिसमें जो देश का खतरा होता है और पर्सनल अटैक होता है। लेकिन मलबी भी जब तोड़ गया, ये तो बहुत बड़ा कांड था और इसी के लिए वो एक न्यूज़ कोट किया था। इसी के लिए वी आर रियली सॉरी फॉर दिस vindictive attitude I condemned.
Full information on this, but I'm sure that the police, Gujarat police, have worked according to the Information Technology Act, and they have there must be a valid reason for the arrest, and the law will continue to take its own course.
So TMC leaders are stating about the timing when the election of the second phase has gone and what the exit polls are suggesting. After that, these steps have been taken. They're questioning the timing. What do you have to say about it?
As you know, currently the whole administration of Gujarat is under the Election Commission, and I think this question should be asked to the Election Commission officials.
We are showing you live visuals of Derek O'Brien, TMC leader, who has just reached Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit, because it was this very place from where we were reporting, from where Saket Gokhale has been taken to court. We will show you the visuals. This is Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit, and we will show you that there is, and you can clearly see in the pictures, Derek O'Brien along with his lawyer is standing outside outside DCP office, and these are the exclusive visuals on your screen on Republic TV. You are watching Derek O'Brien with his lawyer trying to meet and talk to DCP over here of Crime Branch unit, because this is the very place from where Saket Gokhale has been arrested. FIR has been lodged against Saket Gokhale. Several sections of fake propaganda tweets have been lodged against Saket Gokhale on the complaint of a Ahmedabad resident, and from here he has been taken to the court, and these are the visuals. Derek O'Brien now entering the office of DCP to talk to him further on this entire case, was because Saket Gokhale, TMC spokesperson, was arrested yesterday from Jaipur airport and taken here and was brought here to the Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit, from where exactly I am reporting right now. And from here he has been taken to Ahmedabad court, where Ahmedabad Crime Branch unit has sought for a 1-week custody of Saket Gokhale.
We've cut across to these live images and we are told that Saket Gokhale there, remember, who's been charged for forgery and for defamation, now is being produced at the local court. Whether he's already being produced, he's en route. We'll await more clarity on that. But you have seen a lot of those reactions that have continued to come in, and TMC alleges this is vendetta. The TMC is questioning the basis of his arrest. On the other side, the complaint is talking about forgery and defamation. The TMC MP Derek O'Brien is also in Ahmedabad. The Saket Gokhale earlier has spoken to Republic. He has put out his version of the entire side. But I think it will be important to see what the court says. These are live images of Saket Gokhale now, who is headed to the court. He's been charged for forgery and defamation about a fake tweet, is what sources in the Gujarat police again and again reiterate. Let's see if we can get Harsha back with us. Now, it's the cyber crime branch team that is right now looking at the entire case. And Derek O'Brien, will he react? I don't think he's spoken, but Republic, remember, trying to get you more insights into that story that has become a full-blown controversy now as far as the TMC goes, because the TMC here is alleging vendetta. And Mamta Banerjee, in fact, has also spoken on the entire issue. She, remember, is in the national capital, and she says this is the vindictive attitude of the BJP. Saket Gokhale, in fact, for our viewers, has been detained over a fake tweet, and this is the reason why he was picked up earlier by the cyber crime branch team of the Gujarat police. You see that image on the left of your screens, and on the right is a worried Derek O'Brien, who is rushed to Ahmedabad. He right now is in the city, and he's just met with Saket Gokhale. The images on the left of your screen, viewers, are live images. Saket Gokhale being produced in the court. The police there will be looking at getting his custody. What does the court say? I think we'll track that story and developments. He has just been taken inside the court. And on the right, you're looking at our colleague Harsha there standing by to get you the first reaction from Derek O'Brien, who also has met Saket Gokhale. In fact, Saket Gokhale has left the court now. Is a quick update. So what has happened in the court? Let's see if we can get Harsha and our colleagues tracking that story closely for you. But there has been a huge face-off between the TMC and the BJP over this. The Gujarat police there, who have picked up Saket Gokhale over a fake tweet. The TMC alleges that this is nothing but vendetta. The reason why they say that Saket Gokhale has been picked up by the Gujarat police, but he has been produced before the local court there. In fact, the magistrate has just heard the entire case. What has transpired and how long was this hearing? What is the final order? These are still details that are awaited, but what you're looking at on your screens are images of just a little while earlier where Saket Gokhale was produced before the local magistrate there. The cyber police wanting to have his custody so that they can question him further. Harsha, do we know what has happened in the court?
Exactly, Shivangi. Now we are getting to know that that just now he has been produced inside court in front of the additional district magistrate. He has been produced just now because we know that at around 3:30 p.m. he was taken from this very place to the court and was to be produced in front of the magistrate. And right now we are getting to know that right now he has been produced inside. How many days to custody to the crime branch unit will be given? We have to wait for it, because as we have got to know through the ACP that 1 week custody or remand has been asked by crime branch unit of Saket Gokhale, but yet now we have to wait, as right now he's being produced.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amish's huge supporters and gathers can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting votes, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amish's huge supporters and gathers can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. here in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister
Coming in, we are learning that the World Bank now has revised the growth estimates. In fact, they say that India is looking in a good spot right now. Earlier, remember, it was 6.9% growth that they are now planning and envisaging for India at a time where, remember, inflation still remains a concern, and the top economists are also reacted to that number, and they say that this is just the beginning of the India growth story. Looking upwards, let's quickly listen in to what we just heard from a senior economist at the World Bank. This is Dhruv Sharma opining on this.
हमारा ग्रोथ प्रोजेक्शन अक्टूबर में 6.5 था, अब इस फिस्कल ईयर के लिए 6.9% हो गया, और दो रीजंस हैं. एक है कि डोमेस्टिक इकोनॉमी क्वाइट स्ट्रांग थी, कंजम्पशन, प्राइवेट कंजम्पशन और इन्वेस्टमेंट के नंबर्स जो थे वो क्वाइट स्ट्रांग थे, और जो स्लो डाउन हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी में वो जितना ज़्यादा हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे वो इतना हुआ नहीं. तो जो इम्पैक्ट है इंडिया पे वो थोड़ा कम हुआ है, इसलिए हमने अपग्रेड करा है हमारा फोरकास्ट. और इंडियन इकोनॉमी रिजिलिएंट भी बहुत है. जो सारे चैलेंजेस आ रहे हैं ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी में वो इंडियन इकोनॉमी है रिजिलिएंट, और लास्ट 10 years के जो पॉलिसीज एंड इन प्लेस जो पॉलिसीज गवर्नमेंट ने डाले हैं वो उन्होंने हेल्प करा है.
Let's also get in Samiksha to help us understand more details and reactions that have come in so far on this. You know, Samiksha, does this mean that India, because of its strong fundamentals today, is standing in a very good position, and is the worst already behind us?
Well, absolutely, Deepti, talking about the projection that's been made by the World Bank, beg your pardon, which has stated that Indian economy will grow at 6.9% for this fiscal year compared to the earlier projection, which was 6.5%. Now, just to talk more about the context of this, we've seen the kind of inflation we've had in the country. Of course, it's above 6%, which is above the target range that has been set by the central bank, which is the RBI. Of course, the monetary policy will come out tomorrow, and we'll get to know whether the RBI will increase the key rates by 35 basis points to 30 basis points. But yes, when we talk about, India in comparison to other emerging countries, India has fared relatively well, given, the growth we've seen even in the rural pockets when we talk about where there has been a definitely uptick in consumption as well as in demand, which has probably led to that uptick in growth, especially when we talk about that post-pandemic era. So all eyes, of course, will be on the RBI's monetary policy, which will be announced tomorrow. We are expecting a hike somewhere between 30 to 35%. And also the World Bank projection pretty much on the positive lines vis-a-vis other emerging countries, where a growth of 6.9% is expected compared to the earlier forecast of 6.5%.
Yes, and Samiksha, I think it will be important to see what the RBI says and does tomorrow, because the common man today is still bearing the brunt of a lot of inflation when it comes to food commodities, food prices that are still on an upswing. But we'll track that story and its fallout. Also more details, remember, as always, going up on republicworld.com. For the moment, Samiksha, thank you. We are heading into a break right now. When we come back, tensions simmer in Uttar Pradesh's Mathura. Security has been beefed up following a Chalisa call. Also, Farooq Abdullah faces heat for an army insult. Massive protests have erupted in the valley.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a rope show.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in National Capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a rope show.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament.
As the country remembers Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid a floral tribute to mark the death anniversary. December 6 is observed as the Mahaparinirvan Divas, the death anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Born on April 14, 1981 and fondly known as Baba Sahib, he fought for the economic and social empowerment of the backward classes in the country, eradicating the social scourge of untouchability and promoting gender equality. Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar was also among the 7 members of the drafting committee who prepared a draft of the Constitution of Independent India. And on his death anniversary, India commemorates his memory and upholds the values he strongly believed in. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
We are into a break right now. When we come back, TMC Saket Gokhale has been arrested over a fake tweet. Republic is tracking and confronting the entire story. He's just also been produced in the local court.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a rope show.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The 10th anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The 10th anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is
Viewers, the Delhi riots, truth is out. Court order says accused targeted Hindus.
There is no Hindu, no Muslim. They are criminals. Why do you say that he is a Muslim and he is a Hindu? For last 8 years it is happening in this country.
Is only one community. But Congress asks why is only one community being targeted? Is Congress backing Tahir Hussain? Saket Gokhale allegedly arrested over a fake tweet. Republic tracks and confronts the TMC spokesperson. World Bank revises India's GDP forecast. Where is the Doomsday Brigade now? Tension simmer in UP's Mathura, security beefed up following Chalisa call. And Farooq Abdullah faces heat for army insult. Massive protests now erupt in the valley. Viewers, we watch Republic TV. It's 5 p.m. this Tuesday evening. I'm Shivangi Shukla getting you the top updates now. A Delhi court has framed charges against former Aam Aadmi Party councillor Tahir Hussain, Liaquat Ali and many others for their involvement in the anti-Hindu riots in Delhi in 2020. The court said there was a clear-cut objective to harm Hindus in every manner possible, while framing charges against the accused involving former councillor Tahir Hussain. Tahir Hussain now has been excommunicated from the Aam Aadmi Party. Now we're getting a reaction coming in right now from Manjinder Singh Sirsa. Now the BJP questioning the Aam Aadmi Party. Let's listen in to what Manjinder Singh Sirsa had to say.
आम आदमी पार्टी आज बिल्कुल एक्सपोज नहीं हुई, बल्कि ये भी स्पष्ट हो गया कि आम आदमी पार्टी देशद्रोहियों के साथ, आतंकियों का साथ दे रही है। यह भी स्पष्ट हो गया कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जो कल तक सत्येंद्र जैन को भारत रत्न देने की बातें करता था, ताहिर हुसैन को एक इनोसेंट बताता था और यह तक कह दे रहे थे आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग कि ये एक बेचारा है, ये इसके साथ इनोसेंट है और इसके साथ इसलिए किया जा रहा है क्योंकि ये पर्टिकुलर धर्म से है, ऐसा आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग बोल रहे थे। अब ये बड़ा स्पष्ट हो गया कि जो दिल्ली के अंदर कत्लेआम हुआ, देश की राजधानी पे जो कत्लेआम हुआ, जिसके अंदर अंकित शर्मा जैसे लोग जो आईबी के एक ऑफिसर थे उनका भी कत्ल हुआ, ये सारा प्री प्लान्ड था। ये एक प्री प्लान था कि किस तरह से हिंदू घरों के ऊपर हमला किया जाएगा, उसके लिए सब लोगों को एकत्रित किया गया और वेपन्स एकत्रित किए गए, जो मॉब को किस तरह से उनको ले जाना है उस सब का प्रबंध किए गए ताहिर हुसैन द्वारा। ये सारी बातें आज कोर्ट के सामने, और कोर्ट ने यह तक कह दिया कि इसके खिलाफ तुरंत जो है चार्जशीट फाइल की जाए।
डिसहार्मनी डिस्टर्ब करने की भी बात जो है वो कोर्ट ने कही है। उस वक्त अरविंद केजरीवाल और अमानतुल्ला खान जैसे लोग हैं वो डिफेंड कर रहे थे ताहिर हुसैन को, आज कुछ बोला नहीं अब तक, क्या कहेंगे आप?
नहीं, देखिए वो एक बहुत ही गंदी राजनीति करते हैं धर्म की, वोटों की तुष्टीकरण की। वो तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति के लिए अरविंद केजरीवाल कुछ भी कर सकता है। तुष्टीकरण के लिए वो पाकिस्तान में जाकर खड़ा होकर भी कह सकता है कि पाकिस्तान से अच्छी जगह कोई नहीं हो सकती, यहाँ के लोग तो बहुत अच्छे हैं और हमारे वाले गंदे हैं। किस घटिया किस्म की राजनीति वो करते हैं और इतनी गंदी राजनीति वो करते हैं, धर्म की राजनीति वो करते हैं। कभी टोपी पहन लेते हैं तो कभी जाकर उनके बीच में बैठकर कहते हैं कि आपको जितना भी मौलानाओं को पैसा चाहिए होगा या मौलवियों को पैसा चाहिए होगा हम देंगे आपको, और हमारे पास पैसे की कमी नहीं है।
साबित हो गया है फिर से एक बार कि दिल्ली के दंगे ये संयोग नहीं, ये वोट बैंक का सबसे घिनौना उद्योग था। ये स्पॉन्टेनियस नहीं स्पॉन्सर्ड था, ऑर्गेनिक नहीं ऑर्गेनाइज था, और इसके पीछे मास्टरमाइंड ताहिर हुसैन था और क्लियर कट ऑब्जेक्टिव था कि हिंदुओं को टारगेट किया जाए। जिस प्रकार से अंकित शर्मा की भी हत्या की गई, परंतु ताहिर हुसैन के बचाव में एक पूरी इकोसिस्टम खड़ी हो गई और उसमें आम आदमी पार्टी के लोगों ने, खासकर अमानतुल्ला खान जैसे लोगों ने केजरीवाल जी के इशारे पर यह कहा कि ताहिर हुसैन को प्रताड़ित किया जा रहा है क्योंकि वो मुसलमान है। आज आम आदमी पार्टी को सार्वजनिक रूप से माफी मांगनी चाहिए कि वो दंगाइयों के साथ खड़े रहे। और एक पूरी लॉबी इस्लामोफोबिया के नाम पर भी जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने इस दंगों को प्रस्तुत किया, खास करके अंतर्राष्ट्रीय पटल पर, आज उस इकोसिस्टम, इस लॉबी को भी माफी मांगनी चाहिए क्योंकि जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने झूठ और दुष्प्रचार किया, आज वो पूरा का पूरा ध्वस्त हो चुका है।
There is no Hindu, no Muslim. They are criminals. Why do you say that he is a Muslim and he is a Hindu? For last 8 years it is happening in this country that Hindus have done this, Muslims have done this. They are criminals. Law should take its own course. They should be punished, whoever one is. But unfortunately this government, Bharatiya Janata Party government, they are responsible for everything whatever had.
All right, viewers, getting some breaking news coming in. Saket Gokhale, it's about Saket Gokhale, who has been arrested right now over the tweet on the Morbi tragedy. Saket Gokhale produced in court as well, viewers. Big updates coming in at this point of time. He has been brought to Ahmedabad. And what we can tell you so far is that the public prosecutor has been making a couple of points, very, very strong points being made by the public prosecutor at this point of time, viewers. Where we are learning is that the public prosecutor saying the accused has tweeted about the Morbi tragedy. He has shared an RTI about the expense of PM visit, but there is no RTI which had been filed. Very, very important point being made there. Remember, there was a PIB fact check done where the PIB fact check also said the claim was fake of Saket Gokhale and no such RTI response had been given. So getting a couple of updates coming in from the courtroom at this point of time, viewers, where we are learning that the public prosecutor going ahead and making a couple of points, saying we need Saket Gokhale in custody to find out why he reshared the fake RTI. Arguments being put forth ahead of the court right now, put forth in the court right now, viewers, right now, very, very important points being raised at this point of time. And like we were telling you right now, viewers, that this story has taken a turn, especially after it was found out that that RTI was fake. Abhishek Kapoor is joining us on the phone line, our executive editor, senior executive editor. Thank you for joining us over here. Very, very important points being raised right now. Abhishek, take our viewers through what is happening there in court.
Shivangi, so the court proceedings are still on. Priyanka is there, and we hope to get her to speak on the proceedings in a while. What is important is that Saket Gokhale has
All right, viewers, we are getting some top updates right now. We'll go back to our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, but we're getting a couple of points at this point of time, viewers, where the public prosecutor has said the accused has tweeted about the Morbi tragedy, and Abhishek Kapoor, a senior executive editor, will break down this breaking development coming in at this point of time. All right, Suesha, my colleague, is joining us live from the Delhi newsroom. Suesha, take us through the breaking development that we have right now on Saket Gokhale.
Oh yes, Shivangi, these are the updates coming in from inside the court. Priyanka is updating with the set of arguments that are being made, where the public prosecutor has said that the accused had tweeted about the Morbi tragedy. He had shared an RTI about the expense of Prime Minister's visit, but there is no such RTI which had been filed. He had retweeted that RTI as well, and he, on behalf of the cops, is saying that we need him in custody to find out why he reshared this fake RTI. He also went on to say in the court that this very claim that Saket Gokhale has made is absolutely fake, and that has been proven. Now, the Ahmedabad court is hearing the matter, and remember, the police is seeking 3-day custody of Saket Gokhale because they are saying that we need to question him on all the details as to why he put out this fake RTI in the first place and why he went on to retweet it. So that is what the police has been saying. Remember, they brought him to Ahmedabad this afternoon after he was arrested in Jaipur at about 2 in the morning. He had landed from New Delhi in Jaipur. Then later this afternoon, he was taken by the police to Ahmedabad where he was questioned. And right now, as we get you developments from inside the court, he has been produced in the court, and these are the charges against him of forgery and defamation, where it is being said that Saket Gokhale had pushed a fake RTI, and the police now wants to probe the motive behind the fake RTI and why did he share these fake documents. What was it that he wanted to peddle, and who all are involved in it. Let's also understand, Shivangi, that this has taken a huge political turn. It's once again a face-off between the TMC and the BJP, because the TMC is claiming political vendetta, and they are saying that Saket Gokhale has been taken in for very specific reasons of the TMC being targeted. And Mamta Banerjee went on to say that just because Saket Gokhale had written a tweet against Prime Minister Modi and the BJP, which is why this is the result that he has seen. But remember, that tweet has been proven fake, and exactly why we see these proceedings by the Gujarat police, who had questioned him in Ahmedabad early this afternoon. Now, of course, he's been in court, and these are the arguments that are being made while the Cyber Crime Branch is seeking 3-day custody of Saket Gokhale over this very RTI that he had firstly put out, then retweeted, and he is also an RTI activist. So this again is something that will be questioned as to why he put out fake documents. And the Ahmedabad court is hearing the matter. Priyanka continues to send us updates from inside the court on the arguments that are being made. Gokhale has been produced before the magistrate, and the Ahmedabad police is now seeking 3-day custody with Saket Gokhale because they want to question him. They want to get into further details of why he shared these fake documents, and was there a political motive or someone behind it, or was he trying to peddle a fake narrative on purpose? What was the reason that Saket Gokhale put out these fake RTI documents and then retweeted them?
Right, Suesha. So right now the court hearing is on. In fact, Suesha, right now we are seeing that even Derek O'Brien has reached Ahmedabad as well, and a lot of arguments being made in court. Now, you were saying, and you can tell our viewers more about it as well, how the comments have been coming in from various political leaders. Mamta Banerjee going ahead and saying that this is political vendetta, that Saket Gokhale did not make any mistake at all. So a lot of drama there playing out. TMC leaders ending up in Ahmedabad, where Saket Gokhale is right now, while the proceedings are happening right now. Suesha. Suesha, if you can hear me, we are seeing a lot of action in Ahmedabad. The police is quizzing Gokhale. The Gokhale tweeted fake morbi RTI. That's a very big question being raised right now in court. And this is not the first time, Suesha. In fact, the PIB fact check, and this was question was posed by Harsha, by Priyanka when they confronted Saket Gokhale. They said, the PIB fact check clearly said that whatever the tweet had said, Saket Gokhale's tweet had said, the claim was fake and no such RTI response has been given in the first place, Suesha. At the same time, we are seeing TMC leaders, some of them, in fact, Derek O'Brien in Ahmedabad himself, right over there in spot. Mamta Banerjee also saying that this is political vendetta.
And let's not forget that Republic had confronted Saket Gokhale just a short while ago. We had asked him as to why he had put out these documents, and in his retort he went on to say that the Oreva owners have not been arrested yet, but he has been arrested. So primarily, if you see the kind of picture that the PMC is trying to paint, it is of political vendetta. That was the exact line taken by Mamta Banerjee. Derek O'Brien has, of course, been putting out tweets ever since Saket Gokhale's arrest. He put out the turn of developments where he claimed that the Gujarat police was waiting for Saket Gokhale to land in Jaipur. At 2 a.m. he was arrested. Later on, he was only allowed to make one phone call to his mother, where he said that he will be taken to Ahmedabad for questioning. And now he's also reached Ahmedabad. He is to meet the DCP. He is going to converse with the cops and get details from them, because the TMC is being very categorical about the fact that Saket Gokhale is being targeted, in turn the TMC, and this is nothing but political vendetta. That exactly was the message that was very clear in Saket Gokhale's response to Republic also when he was confronted, because he once again said that because he had written about the Morbi tragedy, Oreva owners have not been arrested, but he has, which is far from the truth, Shivangi, because this is exactly what has been verified. Fact check has been done by PBI, and the very fact that this tweet was fake. I once again want to read to our viewers the tweet that Saket Gokhale had put out, where he said that the RTI reveals that Modi's visit to Morbi was of a few hours, costed 30 crore rupees. Of this, 5.5 crore rupees was purely for welcome, event management and photography. 135 victims who died got 4 lakh rupees ex gratia each. That is 5 crore rupees. Just Modi's event management and PR cost more than the life of 135 people. So once again, a lot of responsibility needs to come in when such claims are being made, because this can be hugely misleading, and this can cause a lot of misinformation. And obviously the fact that it cannot always be political fights that are being settled through such tweets. So that exactly is what the Ahmedabad police is looking into, after an Ahmedabad resident had filed a complaint against this very tweet of Saket Gokhale. And this is exactly what the police is claiming in the court right now, that they need to probe this matter further. They need to get into the depth of why Saket Gokhale had put out this fake document in the first place. Secondly, he retweeted this fake RTI, which was never even sought in the first place. So why is it that Saket Gokhale did the same?
Right.
If there was anybody who was guiding him to do so, or was this his own act? And this is exactly why they are seeking 3 days of custody. The arguments that are coming in from inside the court, Priyanka continues to update us from what is being said on both sides. But remember, the TMC completely defending Saket Gokhale, Derek O'Brien, who is in Ahmedabad for the very same reason.
Right, Suesha, exactly. And in fact, our colleagues Harsha and Priyanka, face-to-face conversation and confrontation with Saket Gokhale, that had happened. And let's see what happened in that confrontation, because we were the first channel, Suesha, and I'm telling all the viewers to confront Saket Gokhale and hear from him his version of events. Let's play that out.
Saket, Saket,
why
you
have
are
you been
Saket,
detained?
why have you been
The tweet that you had sent out,
I have-
Did you
So
Look,
do you
the
agree
irony-
to what the charges are on you?
The irony of the situation is that my tweet was about Morbi. I have been arrested and the owners of Oreva company have not been arrested yet. That just shows the priority.
That was a fake tweet. But that was a fake tweet. The ID fact checker said that
for misleading information. Was it true that you were actually peddling fake
That is for the judiciary to decide.
Sir, but you have
nothing is more sure that it was Morbi. You are trying to fake. You are trying to post.
especially at a sensitive time like Morbi.
And they are saying that the statement of Farooq Abdullah that has come forth has hurt the sentiment of entire nationalist voices. These are the visuals of the Farooq Abdullah statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protest here in Jammu demanding that they want there should be an action against the Farooq Abdullah. किस तरह से statement hurt किया है sentiment?
देखिए, इस फारूक अब्दुल्ला ने आर्मी के खिलाफ स्टेटमेंट देके भारतीय सेना को बदनाम करने की कोशिश और विश्व पटल के अंदर देश की छवि को खराब करने का काम किया है, जिसको कतई बर्दाश्त नहीं किया जाएगा। हम एनसी के अध्यक्ष से यह मांग करते हैं कि जल्द से जल्द इस स्टेटमेंट के ऊपर माफी मांगे, अन्यथा एनसी की हम ईंट से ईंट बजाने का काम जो है वो इस प्रदेश के अंदर करेंगे।
इससे पहले भी फारूक अब्दुल्ला जो है सेना पर सवाल उठा चुके हैं।
देखिए, फारूक अब्दुल्ला सुर्खियों में रहने के लिए और केवल सस्ते टीआरपी पाने के लिए इस प्रकार की स्टेटमेंट देते हैं, जिनको कतई बर्दाश्त नहीं किया जाएगा। यह देशद्रोही स्टेटमेंट है। 27 साल के बाद फारूक अब्दुल्ला को याद आता है कि आर्मी ने इस प्रकार से किया था। उस समय सरकार किसकी बनी? फारूक अब्दुल्ला की। कैसे बन गई? वोटिंग नहीं हुई तो सरकार कैसे बनी? और मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ फारूक अब्दुल्ला से कि उस समय क्यों नहीं जुबान खुली आपकी? 27 साल के बाद क्यों खुली? यह सीधी सस्ती टीआरपी पाने के लिए और देश को विश्व पटल पे बदनाम करने की कोशिश जो है वो की जा रही है।
राजनीतिक तौर पे कमजोर है फारूक अब्दुल्ला, इसलिए इस तरह की स्टेटमेंट्स दे रहे हैं।
देखिए, राजनीतिक तौर पर फारूक अब्दुल्ला की छवि जो है वो धूमिल होती गई है। उसकी पार्टी का वजूद जो है वो प्रदेश के अंदर खत्म होता जा रहा है। केवल इस प्रकार की स्टेटमेंटें देखकर वो फिर से वापसी करना चाहते हैं, कश्मीर के लोगों को खुश करना चाहते हैं और अपनी वोट बैंक की राजनीति को बढ़ाना चाहते हैं।
Viewers, we are live and breaking. Much more coming up on the other side. World Bank revises India's GDP forecast. Where is the doomsday brigade now? Plus, attention simmer and UP's Mathura security beefed up following Chalisa call. Stay tuned.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना। कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा।
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha, VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in National Capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister
Getting some breaking updates coming in. The Maharashtra-Karnataka border row escalates. A pro-Kannada group staged massive protest in Karnataka's Belgavi. Visuals of that on your screen as well. And Alisha is joining us live from the Mumbai newsroom. Alisha, this is not new. Long-standing dispute between Maharashtra and Karnataka over the status of especially Marathi-speaking regions such as Belgavi, and the visuals also coming on a screen as well. Massive protest happening in Belgavi. Alisha, what is the detail we are picking up at this point of time?
Well, Shivang, it's very important, the dispute that has been going since 30 years now, and we have been seeing that it's continuously escalating. But more important is at this point of time where the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister and Home Minister Devendra Fadnavis, who spoke to Karnataka Chief Minister Bamai, and they have been trying to take some of the decision to take this to maintain the peace in the state of Maharashtra, or whether it is Karnataka. So there is a discussion that has happened between the two ministers. One is the Chief Minister, that is Bamai from Karnataka Chief Minister, and other is the Deputy Chief Minister and Home Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis. Moreover, we can see the visuals where it has continuously been escalating over the border dispute. Well, this border dispute, which has been going since 30 years now, and it is something of sub judice, because the hearing is going to be commenced in the Supreme Court in the next few days. But before that, there are the people who have been protesting on road, continuously maintaining that the land is belonging whether to the Karnataka from the pro-Kannada people. We have been activists. We can see they have been continuously protesting, and on the other hand, there are Maharashtrians who have been maintaining that there are some of the land that belongs to Maharashtra should be given back. But that is something, a decision has to be taken by the Supreme Court. But here, the important development that has come in that Karnataka Chief Minister Bamai has spoken to Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister and Home Minister of Maharashtra, that is Devendra Fadnavis, and they spoke about there was a discussion about what will be the way to maintain the peace in the state.
Right. All right, Alisha, thank you for joining us with that detail. Very important details said by Alisha right now. many ways, like Alisha is saying, is being discussed right now to maintain peace. Now we are coming to know Karnataka CM Bommai and the Deputy CM of Maharashtra, Fadnavis, are in talks to maintain peace. Thank you, Alisha, for getting us all the details.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay.
A very good evening. Thank you for staying with us here on Republic. The Delhi riots truth is finally out. Tahir Hussain, you must have heard his name. He is an ex-AAP councillor. In a scathing attack at him, remember the Delhi court, point by point, is talking about the entire modus operandi and how Hindus were targeted during those riots by this ex-AAP councillor. We'll break that story and much more. A lot of reactions coming in on that. But first up, the headlines. The Delhi riots truth is out. The court order says, quote unquote, the accused targeted Hindus. But the Congress is asking, why is only one community being targeted? Is the Congress then backing Tahir Hussain? Saket Gokhale is allegedly arrested over a fake tweet. Republic tracks and confronts a TMC spokesperson. The court is expected to pronounce the order soon. The World Bank revises India's GDP forecast. Where is the Doomsday Brigade now? Tensions simmer in Uttar Pradesh's Mathura security is beefed up following a Chalisa call. And Farooq Abdullah faces heat for insulting the army. Massive protest erupt in the Jammu and Kashmir area. First up, as promised, we are putting our focus on what happened during the Delhi riots and what was the role of an ex-Aam Aadmi Party councillor called Tahir Hussain. Now, it's a Delhi court that has framed charges against this former AAP councillor, also Liaquat Ali and others, for their involvement in this anti-Hindu riots that took place in Delhi in 2020. Now, look at what the court says. The court says that there was a clear-cut objective to harm Hindus in every manner possible, while framing these charges against the accused, involving the former councillor Tahir Hussain in the Delhi riots of 2020. And following this entire order, the Congress now has waded into the entire debate. The Congress party making it communal and asking, quote unquote, why only is one community being targeted? We play out all the reactions so far on that. We'll just go back to that story in a bit. Let's get you this breaking update that's flashing on your screen. Saket Gokhale, the spokesperson of the TMC now, has been sent to police custody till December the 8th. Do remember, he was arrested by the Gujarat Police's cyber crime branch earlier, and the charge is that he had put out a fake tweet. Now, what we can tell you is that he's been sent to police custody till December the 8th. Priyanka, what has the court said? Okay, I think we'll just get Priyanka back with us. She's been tracking developments on that story. Just a little while earlier, he was produced in a local court there. The court, remember, has heard the matter. The court has heard the prosecution there. And the prosecution here says, we need more time because we need to sift through his gadgets. We also need to find out whether he created a fake RTI that he had attached along with his entire tweet to spread this fake news. Priyanka joining us for more details. You know, Priyanka, it is no doubt a huge crackdown on fake news. What has the court said? Apologies, we seem to have some trouble right now connecting with Priyanka, who's inside the court, and she's getting us more details. But as I said, the police, remember, believes that they will have to now go down to the bottom of the entire story. Suesha, you're also, joining us from our newsroom in Delhi to help us understand what has happened in the court. Suesha, the police here say that he used a fake RTI. He tweeted that to put out this fake news, Suesha, and they want to find out the source of this fake RTI. Did he create that RTI himself, or were there more people complicit in this crime? Okay, not very sure if Suesha can hear us. Apologies, technology seems to be playing a spoiler. at this point in time, but I'll quickly recap what we know about the story so far, and then we'll try to get both Priyanka and Suesha back with us. Now, what the Gujarat police has been able to secure is 2 days of custody. Today is the 6th of December. They have time now until the 8th of this month to have answers to a lot of these questions. That how and why did he create this fake news? From where did he get this fake RTI? Did he create this himself? Or were there more people involved in this? And what was the agenda? What was the intention? Because his tweet, remember, was fact-checked by the PIB, that is the Press Information Bureau, that categorically said, and I quote them, this claim is fake, no such RTI response is even given. So where did Saket Gokhale get this fake RTI is a question that, Suesha, the police will be able to find answers to now that they have 2 days of his custody.
Oh yes, absolutely, and that is what the motive of the police was, which is exactly what they had stated in the Ahmedabad court also, that they want to question Saket Gokhale on why he put out these fake documents in the first place, because he's also an RTI activist. He put out these documents, then he retweeted those RTI documents, which turned out to be fake. And fact is, Deepthi, that when it is a political person, especially putting out a tweet to this effect, a lot of research has to go into it, because this has to have certain credibility. Such tweets can be very misleading. They are misinforming. They can paint a wrong picture if the information is wrong. And this is exactly irked people in Gujarat, because this is a very, very sensitive matter. And when you're mentioning the Morbi tragedy, it can't just be out of settling political scores, is how some may look at it. However, the TMC is painting the exact opposite picture, saying that Saket Gokhale is being targeted because he put out a tweet against Prime Minister Modi and against the BJP. Now they are saying that this is nothing but political vendetta. That was the exact response of Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee. Derek O'Brien, who is also in Ahmedabad right now, he is to meet with the cops, and he has been putting out tweets since this morning over Saket Gokhale's arrest, over how he was not allowed to speak to his mother, over how this is nothing but political vendetta. So that is what the TMC has been maintaining. Let's not forget, Republic had confronted Saket Gokhale also, and his message on the same lines, where he put it on the Oreva owners, said that they are not arrested till yet, but I have been. So the TMC is calling this a political vendetta. The TMC is saying that the BJP is getting back at them, but facts on the ground clearly stating that this was fake news, this was a fake tweet, these are fake documents, and the police is now wanting to dig deeper into the matter, which is why in court they had asked for 3-day custody. The court has granted them 2-day custody of Saket Gokhale till the 8th of December. So obviously they have 2 days to question him, to understand what this document was. Did he know if it was a fake document? Did he put it out, I beg your pardon, intentionally? Was there someone with him? Was this totally out of...
Let's get you our next breaking update. We are now learning that the CBI has issued a notice to the TRS leader Kavita, and this is for questioning on December the 11th now. In fact, she is expected to be making herself available before the Central Bureau of Investigation on the 11th in Delhi. This, remember, is according to the excise scam case. Earlier also she was summoned and she said she needs fresh dates. In fact, what she had done is that she herself had put out a few options of these dates. Remember, that is how the story had panned out. Kavita there wanting to dictate terms to the agency, but the agency there now has said that we have issued a notice to the TRS leader Kavita, and she is now summoned for questioning on December the 11th in the Delhi excise scam case. Now, there was a remand copy that actually spoke about her. It mentioned her name and possibly a larger nexus in the entire case. Exactly why you have TRS Neta Kavita, who's also KCR's daughter, who's been now summoned, and the fresh date, according to the CBI, is the 11th of December. But will she make herself available, or will she try to duck this round of questioning again? She, for the longest time, has only been saying that this is political vendetta. She has not even responded, remember, to the merits of the entire case, not even responded to the facts that have come forward in the ED remand copy. But what she has all along said is that she and her family and the party is being targeted by the ruling government in Delhi. Why? Because she says that they want to destabilize our government and they're trying to get a foothold, but absolutely silent when it comes to the charges against her. And what we can now tell you is that she has been issued a summon. She's expected now to be making herself available, Shravan, before the investigative agency on the 11th. But can you quickly give us a roundup of what has happened in the last few days building up to this, Shravan? And is there any reaction that we've got from K. Kavita yet? Okay, some trouble right now, I'm told, with our colleague Shravan, but K. Kavita has been called for questioning. This is the Liquorgate probe, something that, remember, already is being investigated right now by the Enforcement Directorate, because there are very, very serious and damning charges that the investigative agency right now is looking at. And in their entire web of questioning, remember, as they're connecting dots, there was a Telangana connection to this, and this is where you had the name of the TRS Neta, KCR's daughter, K. Kavita, also that crops up. There is a South group that is mentioned in that remand copy. And what you see on your screens playing out on the right, I think, are images of that CBI notice. And it says, and I quickly read through it, Madam, please refer to your trail mail dated so-and-so, by which you have informed your availability at your residence at Hyderabad on the 11th, 12th, 14th and 15th of December for your examination in connection with the investigation of this case of the CBI and the ACB in Delhi. It goes on to say, in this regard, it is informed that the CBI team will be visiting your residence at 1100 hours on the 11th of December for your examination and recording of your statement in connection with the case. Kindly confirm your availability on the said date and time. Then it goes on to mention her address. So the CBI there will be visiting K. Kavita at her residence at 11 a.m. on the December the 11th. And Shravan, I think, now is live with us and he has more details of this. Shravan, why don't you quickly recap why has K. Kavita's name cropped up in the entire Delhi excise scam? And the other question, Shravan, is whether we've heard absolutely anything from K. Kavita yet.
Well, in fact, to start with Kavita's response, from the time her name essentially has been doing the rounds. Remember earlier, multiple sources within both the agencies had indicated, but Kavita at that point in time was not officially named by any of the agencies. For those who have been tracking the agencies and this particular case, her name started coming up only after the Enforcement Directorate essentially started looking at certain companies operating down south, and those companies which benefited from the excise policy, L1, the licenses that were essentially granted. Now, what is important to point out here is that for the first time, when the remand of Amit Arora was being taken by the Enforcement Directorate, that was for the first time that K. Kavita's name was officially named by any agency. Soon after that, the Central Bureau of Investigation also stepped in, and they were the ones who had sent out the summons. Before this, the Enforcement Directorate did not send out any summons. CBI happens to be the first agency which is probing the excise policy, sending out that summon to K. Kavita. Now, answering your question with regards to why exactly K. Kavita is now being examined by the Central Bureau of Investigation, that is primarily because a company which has basically come under the scanner of the Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate, both the agency suspect is linked to K. Kavita. This particular company has essentially benefited from the excise policy, which both the agencies allege that they were the beneficiaries of this excise policy that was essentially drafted to benefit a select few. It is the larger players that were basically benefiting from the excise policy. The smaller players were basically left out of the market. In fact, the agencies have also gone a step ahead, indicating that Kavita has participated in certain meetings with regards to the excise policy and the fact that has played a role in helping a particular company getting a license. That is the reason why both the agencies at this point in time feel the need to examine Kavita. In terms of whether at all she is a beneficiary of it, that is not known at this point in time. Whether at all the Enforcement Directorate has found any sort of money trail, that is not known at this point in time, Deepthi, only because the investigation is still underway.
All right, so what happens next? I think that will be extremely important to see, because she earlier, remember, had asked for a deferment. The CBI has in fact agreed to her request and asked if she is available for questioning on the 11th. We'll track that story. Shavan, as always, thank you so much for breaking that story as we quickly head into a break right now. And when we come back, we are putting our spotlight on the other top story that we are tracking at this hour. This is the Delhi riots truth that is finally out. The court order says, quote unquote, the accused targeted Hindus. Also, the World Bank revises India's GDP forecast. Where is the Doomsday Brigade now?
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amish Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner Office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this.
And breaking news, as the Maharashtra-Karnataka border row has escalated, Republic has learned that members of the Thakre faction painted the Karnataka buses with black ink after pro-Kannada groups staged a protest in Belagavi earlier. These are images on your screen of those buses. These are, remember, with Karnataka number plates, and we are learning that members of the Thakre faction painted these buses with black ink after you had the pro-Kannada group staging protest in Belagavi. Alicia joining us live. She has more details. Alicia, what more we do know about what happened?
We can see right after this dispute, because this dispute is something going since 30 years now. But there are the people, the activists, whether the pro-Kannada or whether the activists are from Maharashtra, they have been continuously protesting over the land dispute. Moreover, this is a case that has been underway in the Supreme Court, and some of the either day where the Supreme Court is going to deliver its verdict. But now here we can see the visuals from Pune, where the Thakre factions workers who has went to the border side, and they have been now vandalizing the bus of the Karnataka, the board of Karnataka, the bus number plate of this Karnataka. They have been vandalizing that, and also they have inked such buses. This is right after there was a protest early this morning where the pro-Kannada activist who has vandalized the bus from the Maharashtra. So now this is the protest that has been escalating, that we have been continuously witnessing, and not only in Pune but as well as in Kolhapur as well, because there is certain a border that are linked to the Belgavi as well as to the Maharashtra and Karnataka, where there are the people who have reached to the spot, and they have been continuously having a heated argument. Not only this, but they have been even blocking the entire road and the highways as well. So even this is the visual that we have been witnessing at this point of time. It's from Pune, where right after the activist, the pro-Kannada activist who had the protest this morning, where the buses of Maharashtra, from the Maharashtra passing a board that were vandalized, and after which they have also reached and tried to find out the bus which connects to the Karnataka, and now that has also been vandalized. Whereas we can even see there were some police officials as well who were trying to ascertain the situation. But the angry people, we can see they were vandalizing the bus as well. They have also inked the bus which belongs to Karnataka.
Okay, this really has been a long-standing dispute. Right now, the Supreme Court is, remember, hearing this. In spite of this, you have a lot of politics. And what people say is that both the states, ironically here, are ruled by the BJP. So will there be an intervention by the centre, Alicia? We do not know. But for the moment, these are disturbing images of the protests that have been reported from Belagavi, also now spreading to Pune. For the moment, Alicia, thank you.
तस्वीरों के जरिए हम आपको दिखाते हैं, पहले ही वो रास्ता है जो शाही ईदगाह की तरफ जाता है, और ये जानकारी मिली है कि अभी एक व्यक्ति को हिरासत में लिया गया है जिसने यहाँ पर कावड़ चढ़ाने की कोशिश की थी। उसको यहाँ से तुरंत ही हिरासत में लिया गया, क्योंकि माहौल बिगाड़ने का लगातार जो प्रयास अगर होगा तो उसमें सख्ती से कार्रवाई होगी। इसके अलावा तस्वीरों के जरिए और आपको दिखाते हैं अपने वीडियो जर्नलिस्ट से मैं कहूंगी थोड़ा सा इधर आइए। ये देखिए, यहाँ पर 1500 के करीब जो है लोकल पुलिसकर्मी तैनात है। चप्पे चप्पे पर तैनाती यहाँ पर देखने को मिल रही है। आसपास की जो दुकानें हैं, ज्यादा से ज्यादा दुकानें जो है वो बंद है, लेकिन ये जो रास्ता है ये शाही ईदगाह की तरफ जाता है। और यहीं पर जो अखिल भारत हिंदू महासभा संगठन के लोग हैं, उन्होंने सीधे तौर पर कहा है कि आज हनुमान चालीसा का पाठ करेंगे। इसके अलावा जो कृष्ण का पूजा पाठ है वो भी यहाँ पर किया जाएगा। तो सीधे तौर पर माहौल ना बिगड़े, इसी के लिए सख्ती की जा रही है। दूसरी तरफ जो दूसरे समाज के लोग हैं, उनका ये कहना है कि शहर की जो फिजा है उसको बिगाड़ने का प्रयास हो रहा है, तो इस पे जरा सी भी चूक ना हो, इसीलिए जितने भी यहाँ पर लोकल वाहन है उनकी एंट्री नहीं हो रही है। 2 पहिया वाहन की एंट्री है। जो भी लोग आ रहे हैं उन पर नजर रखी जा रही है। बाहर से जो गाड़ियां आ रही हैं उन पर सीधे तौर पर बैन है।
We head into a break right now. When we come back, the Congress party is asking why is only one community targeted. This is after an explosive order by the court in Delhi riot case, where the Congress party now is backing Tahir Hussain. Also, Farooq Abdullah facing heat for the army insult. Massive protests erupt in the valley.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits.
No dismissing the Delhi riot reality now.
वो नॉट अ सहयोग बट अ सोचा समझा वोट बैंक का उद्योग एंड प्रयोग and the mastermind was Aam Aadmi Party's councillor Tahir Hussain, and the clear-cut objective was to target Hindu.
Can the radical pseudos defend Tahir Hussain? Arnab debates at 9 p.m.
Muftis and Abdullahs must watch this. Once a hotbed of terrorism, government now mulls to promote tourism in Kashmir Valley. Purported video of Gangster Goldy Brar surfaces. He claims that he was not held. The question now rising was Bhagwat Man lying. Big remarks by the court in Delhi riot case, where court confirms that Tahir Hussain and other accused targeted Hindus. But Congress asks, why is only one community being targeted? Is Congress backing Tahir Hussain? Saket Gokhale allegedly arrested for over fake tweet. Republic tracks and confronts TMC spokesperson. Started this edition with some breaking news now coming in. Trinamool Congress Neta Saket Gokhale, who has now been arrested by the Ahmedabad police, charges of putting out fake information with regards to the Morbi tragedy. In fact, Republic TV has now accessed full details of that remand copy. In the remand copy, there is a mention of the fact that it was a fake RTI which spoke about the Prime Minister visit and the cost around it. Saket had essentially retweeted and reshared this fake RTI and needed to go through the device and that was used to retweet and to share to find out how that photo came to Saket. Just to put this into perspective, remember soon after the tragedy that took place in Morbi, when the Prime Minister visited, Saket Gokhale took to the social media platform putting out information claiming that there is an RTI reply which essentially indicated the cost of the visit of the Prime Minister to Morbi. In fact, he had also indicated that this was way more than what the next of kin had received in the Morbi tragedy. That later was clarified that this was a fake RTI reply, but yet the Trinamool Congress Neta had gone ahead and retweeted this entire reply. In fact, now we're given to understand that he has been taken into custody by the Ahmedabad police, essentially indicating that they want to go through the device which was essentially used to retweet this particular post. Joining me on this broadcast is my colleague Priyanka, who's getting us the latest details. She's now accessed the remand copy which puts out details of the investigation that has been carried out so far. Priyanka, just walk us through the details that has been mentioned in the remand copy. What are the grounds of the arrest to begin with?
Well, that's right, Shravan. We have, in fact, exclusively accessed that remand copy with respect to which the Ahmedabad cybercrime, in fact, has given the reasons for which they need Saket Gokhale in their custody. In fact, they had asked for a 3-day remand, but a remand till for 2 days has been granted by the magistrate. And the remand reasons that had been asked for by the Ahmedabad cyber cell is also about the tweet that had been sent out by Saket Gokhale. He had, in fact, tweeted a screenshot of a picture that was shared by a certain person called Daksh Patel, and that particular post had been retweeted by Saket Gokhale as well. In fact, he had then, of course, the remand reason that is being given by the cyber cell is that whether or not Saket Gokhale and Daksh Patel had been in communication, whether or not they were, in fact, talking about sharing this kind of a misinformation during such a sensitive time of the Morbi tragedy that had taken place here in the state of Gujarat, Shravan. Apart from that, of course, they have also said that whether or not there were any other people that had also been involved in at a larger scale spreading this kind of a misinformation about the Prime Minister's visit to Morbi. Remember, the Prime Minister had come down to Morbi to the site of the bridge that had collapsed and had also stayed there for a day and had also spoken to the police officials there. And of course, that visit is being talked about in this RTI that is being determined as a fake RTI by the authorities, by the Ahmedabad cyber cell. And they're they're saying that this kind of a fake RTI was being shared to create this kind of a narrative against the Prime Minister and against the Prime Minister's visit that he had undertaken in Morbi to take cognizance of this entire tragedy and also speak to the authorities at the state level and get a review from them as far as the arrangements for Morbi and the victims and the compensations for Morbi are concerned. Those were the conversations for which the meetings had been held by the Prime Minister in Morbi, and that's the visit that is being talked about in this particular RTI, which is being proved to be fake, at least as told by the Ahmedabad Cyber Cell. And of course, they've also mentioned that the phone that was used to retweet this particular post with Daksh Patel, the phone of Saket Gokhale, in fact, will also go for an FSL, and they will be determining whether or not there are any other such kind of posts that have been designed and kept in the gallery of the phone as well to share on at a later date. It's something that the Ahmedabad Crime Branch has stated that they will be going through that phone and the gallery as well, and that is why they need the accused Saket Gokhale in their custody. And once again, the kind of sections as well that have been levied against Saket Gokhale, the non-bailable sections of the Indian Penal Code in the FIR that has been mentioned as well, goes to show the kind of investigation that the Ahmedabad Crime Branch also wants to carry out, Cyber Crime Branch also wants to carry out in this entire matter. And that is why we're being told by tomorrow we will get an official word from the authorities after spending the night questioning and interrogating Saket Gokhale as well. And apart from that, of course, the remand will be completing on December the 8th, and 12 p.m. is where Saket Gokhale once again will be produced before the court. And whether or not the remand will be asked further is something that we will have to wait and see till December 8th, Shavan.
Well, thank you very much, Priyanka, for getting us the latest details. This undoubtedly is going to lead to another war of words between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Trinamool Congress. In fact, Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamta Banerjee, has also reacted to the arrest of Trinamool Congress spokesperson. Shifting focus now to that big story that we're getting to you tonight. Perhaps there would be a section in Naya Kashmir who would be extremely disappointed hearing this news break that Republic TV is getting you. No one would have ever thought about the fact that in Naya Kashmir it would have been possible that what was once considered the hotbed of terrorism, the administration would essentially dare to go way beyond and actually think of making a complex, a commercial area of downtown Srinagar. Let's not forget of what really Islamic jihadists had done in the downtown area, resulting in the exodus of the Kashmiri Pundits in downtown area. Now we're given to understand that as part of this entire blueprint of Naya Kashmir, the administration is essentially looking at those very places which has been infested with terrorism in the past few decades. An attempt essentially is going to be made by the administration to come up with complexes, commercial areas, which is essentially going to boost tourism in the area. Tonight, we have accessed the very blueprint of how exactly would downtown Srinagar essentially look in the days to come. Bids are going to be invited for a proper construction that is going to take place and in fact change the look of downtown Srinagar. My colleague Gursimran has got us these details, but before I go across to Gursimran, in fact we're also getting that first big response coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Kavita Gupta has already spoken to my colleague Gursimran, reacting to why this decision of the centre to promote tourism in downtown Srinagar is essentially going to be the big game changer in Naya Kashmir. Listen into Kavita Gupta and then we go across to Gursimran for the details of this blueprint that has now been accessed by Republic TV.
जम्मू कश्मीर के शहर श्रीनगर में आतंकवाद की परिस्थितियां बदली हैं और आतंकवाद जो शरेआम बाजारों में दिखता था, मिलिटेंट जब जनाजा निकलता था तब चलता था, जब दिल करे तब बंद हो जाया करता था, हुर्रियत जो ऑर्डर करती थी वो सुबह उसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया जाता था। लेकिन आज परिस्थितियां बदली हैं, वहाँ पर बड़े बड़े मॉल्स बन रहे हैं, एम्स बन रहा है और इस प्रकार से टूरिज़्म को बढ़ावा देने के लिए मुझे लगता है कि ये जो एक टूरिज़्म, इसके अलावा मेडिकल टूरिज़्म का भी यहाँ पर आने वाले समय में बहुत बढ़िया होगा और बहुत अच्छा काम जो मोदी सरकार द्वारा यहाँ पर इम्प्लीमेंट किया गया है, तो मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले दिनों में जम्मू कश्मीर एक नया जम्मू कश्मीर बन करके आएगा। इक्का दुक्का जो घटनाएं होती हैं कभी टेररिज्म की, वो दूर दराज के इलाकों में होती हैं, लेकिन उस पर भी रोक लगाने की काफ़ी प्रयास हमारे सुरक्षा बलों ने किया है। तो एक बेहतर स्थिति में कश्मीर पहुंच गया है और श्रीनगर शहर तो एक टूरिज्म का हब बन गया है।
So what does the blueprint really entail? My colleague Gursimran has accessed the entire blueprint of the makeover for downtown Srinagar. Is it going to see some sort of an opposition within Kashmir-based political parties, especially the Muftis and Abdullahs, because they seem to be holding a grudge to any sort of development that has essentially taken place in Srinagar. In fact, just for our viewers to understand why this is going to be the game changer, let's not forget as to what has happened back in the 90s, especially in downtown Srinagar. In fact, even just about a few years ago, till the time the abrogation of Article 370 had taken place, very few would actually dare to enter downtown Srinagar. In fact, my colleague Gursimran is getting us those details. Gursimran, for all our viewers outside Jammu and Kashmir, to understand the significance of this big breaking news now coming in, why is it so very important? First, and second, Gursimran, I want you to explain to our viewers, what does the blueprint essentially entail? In fact, if you can also show it on your mobile phone, if you have, show the document that you have accessed, Gursimran.
Sikshavan, first coming to the importance of the area. See, downtown is the area of the Srinagar which was considered as the hotbed of terrorism and separatism. This area has been the same area where the separatists, the terrorists, they used to roam freely. This was once a place where even the security forces, they dare not to touch, be it the political patronage that were given to those living in these places, those separatists, those terror groups at that given time when the successive governments were here. Second most important thing, that there was a time, even I am personally witness to that, when the police officers used to say that someone should not open a shop in the downtown area because they are 100% sure that some terror attack will happen. That was the time that the downtown area of Jammu and Kashmir, the Srinagar, has witnessed. But now what the change has become, 3-point agenda is of in this 153-page blueprint of the J&K government. First is to generate the employment for the people, for the youth of Jammu and Kashmir, because this is going to be one of the biggest shopping hub of the Kashmir Valley, first of its kind, where the culture of the Kashmir Valley will be promoted. The second main point, that is the government want the culture of the Kashmirians to be preserved and to spread across the world. And third is to bring the tourism to those places which have remained unexplored during the time of terrorism that has started in 90s, and for the 32 years past, these areas have remained unexplored. This is first such attempt that has been taken by the J&K government, and in the coming days more such areas that have that aims to hit the tourist, that have that natural beauty but have remained out of the scenery due to the terrorism and due to the failure of the successive government, that will be brought in now, including the Dargah of the Haji Pir, that will be totally renovated, and other religious places that come in the downtown area, they all will be renovated. So the J&K government is ensuring that the culture of the Kashmir is preserved, it is shown to the world, and also the very important thing, that it generates the employment for the people of the Kashmir so that they can come to the mainstream and the people of the Kashmir get benefited from it. Shavan.
Well, in fact, just a quick question that I wanted to also take from you with regards to the blueprint of downtown Srinagar. In case, Gursimran, you have the document on your phone, I would just like our viewers to take a look at it, and perhaps how much time is it going to take? What is it going to essentially look like? A quick reply from you, Gursimran.
See, Shavan, 4 months deadline has been fixed by the J&K government. That is by the end of April 2023. This will be all ready. That means the new look of the new Kashmir, the new downtown will be all ready by the end of the April. 4 months time have been given. Maximum extension in this deadline could be of 15 days. So by maximum, if there is a delay, by 15th of May, this new project will be in place, and the people and the tourists will be able to roam freely in the downtown to explore the Kashmiria, the culture of Kashmir, and will also bring the employment for thousands of Kashmiris.
Thank you very much, Gursimran, for getting us that big exclusive tonight. In fact, this is a story which is going to send ripples across the valley, especially those who have been objecting to any sort of development taking place in the city of Srinagar. Shifting focus now to the other top story that we are getting you tonight. If you remember, back on 2nd of December, Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, made that big claim while he was campaigning in Gujarat. The fact that Goldy Brar was detained by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, that too in California. He made that claim even before any state or central agency essentially indicated that he was placed under arrest. It was only Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann who made that claim. In fact, he went a step ahead. He said that Goldy Brar would be in the custody of Punjab police very soon. There's now a reality check. In fact, there is a video that is surfaced of an interview of Goldy Brar in which he's essentially saying that he's not even in America, he was never detained, and the fact that these were only rumors. However, Republic does not vouch the authenticity of this audio tape that has now been accessed. But listen in, because this only raises some very uncomfortable questions for the Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab. Did the Chief Minister mislead the public? Listen in to the audio tape.
ਗੋਲਡੀ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਸੁਣ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਆ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੇ ਕਨਫਰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਸੀ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਡਿਟੇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ।
ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ, ਝੂਠੀਆਂ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਆ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਜੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਮੁਲਕਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬੜੇ ਚਿਰ ਦੇ ਗਾਂ ਲੰਘ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਆ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਐਵੇਂ।
ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਛੱਡ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹੋ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਜੀ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੁਣ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ, ਪਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਤੋਂ ਬੜੇ ਚਿਰ ਦੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ ਆ, ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਆਹ ਕਹੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਵੀ ਡਿਟੇਨ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਜਾਂ ਵੀ ਇੰਟਰੋਗੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਕੁਛ ਐਸੀ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ, ਧੂੜ ਚ ਟੱਟੂ ਲੱਭਦੇ ਜੀ, ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ।
Let me also bring in my colleague Amandeep. In fact, let me just tell our viewers, my colleague Amandeep was the first journalist from Punjab who had indicated that this particular information of Goldy Brar being arrested could actually be wrong, because at that point in time not a single intelligence agency, or for that matter the state police, was confirming. In fact, it was only after the Chief Minister made that public statement that this story essentially got some sort of a credence. But Amandeep, it turns out that he's giving an interview to the YouTuber. We do not know whether this audio tape is authentic. But so far, if you simply keep this audio tape aside, questions are now being raised that if at all he has been arrested by some agency in the United States of America, they would have put out some sort of a statement. Or for that matter, there is a red corner notice that has been issued against him. And the Indian central agencies would have been apprised. It turns out several days have passed, not a single confirmation really coming in. What is it that the Chief Minister now has to say?
Well, Shravan, now the Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, is completely on the silent mode. Once last Friday, he has given the statement while addressing the press conference in Gujarat that yes, Goldy Brar has been detained in US and in fact, he will be bring back to Punjab very soon. But this was the last confirmation and the only confirmation and the only statement came out from the side of Chief Minister. Later on, Bhagwant Mann came back to Chandigarh and in fact participated in a military literature fest. And several questions have been asked to Bhagwant Mann regarding the Goldy Brar's detention once again. But that time, the behavior of Bhagwant Mann is something else. He did not utter a single word on the arrest or the detention of Goldy Brar in US. Neither he has repeated the same lines what he has said in Gujarat, nor he has given a new assurance to the journalist who questioned that either the Goldy Brar has been detained or not. Kindly confirmed. There are certain stories that revealing that he has not been detained, but he remained on a silent mode. Later on, opposition questioned, and in fact, the most important point is, Shravan, when this audio clip out with a YouTuber, Goldy Brar himself was revealing that he has not been detained, and in fact, he is not in Canada and he is not in US. And long back, he has left these countries, and now he is staying somewhere else. And in fact, he has also claimed that it is not possible to detain him at the earliest. But Bhagwant Mann is on the receiving end. Why they are not revealing the exact information with the proof or with the source, that who's the source of Bhagwant Mann who is telling that Goldy Brar has been detained? Yes, Sharon.
Well, thank you very much, Amandeep, for getting us that big breaking news coming in. Remains to be seen whether at all the Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab is essentially going to respond, given the fact that it's turning out to become one of the biggest embarrassment. On the other side, the Delhi riots truth is out. Court ordered says accused targeted Hindus. All this and much more on the other side.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 10 years, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres, have gathered here to pay respects to the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
BJP's focus is now on 2024 Lok Sabha election, and before that, a two-day strategy meet is underway here in the national capital at BJP headquarters.
That in itself, this connect underscore the popularity of Narendra Modi with his people.
Amit Shah's huge supporters and cadres can clearly be seen. Chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram could clearly be heard.
We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protests against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. We are in Jammu, the Resident Commissioner office, where the Kashmiri Pundits are staging protest, and this protest is against the threats that have been issued by the terror group, the Resistance Front. The terror group has issued a list of 56 Kashmiri Pundit employees. This Kashmiri Pundit community has been on the target of the terror group for a long, and yesterday itself they have issued another threat to these Kashmiri Pundit employees.
Congress party claims that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country walking after casting vote, they are comparing it to a roadshow.
The Samajwadi Party has complained, and they have said that a lot of voters are not being allowed to cast their ballots, not just on the Election Commission, also on the ruling BJP in the state.
Dramatic fight inside the Senegal Parliament, and there are chaotic scenes there you can see in the Parliament. A massive scuffle which has erupted between the lawmakers.
The death anniversary of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. VK Shashikala, along with her cadres,